Hello. Welcome everyone to another episode of The Role-Playing Guys. This is Spencer hopping in here for another quick intro. As you know, this is session 3 of season 6, the season in which we are testing out a bunch of games that have been sent to us. This game that we are testing currently is The Flying Circus, courtesy of Erica Chappell. If you have enjoyed listening to The Flying Circus and you want to play it yourself, you are in luck. Erica has posted recently on Twitter that her game is now available for purchase online. For only $25, you can purchase the game at drivethrurpg.com. We'll post a link to that in our description for this episode so that way you guys can find it more easily. And just so you cynics are aware, no, we do not make any money off of advertising for her game. We just love it and think that other people should play it too. As usual, we want to invite you to follow us on our social media accounts. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Tyler is consistently posting some awesome homebrew content on there that will definitely spice up any game that you are playing. If you haven't rated or subscribed to the podcast yet, or told anybody about it, please do. We really want to continue to advertise the show and continue to promote what we're doing, which is testing out a bunch of different role-playing games so you don't have to. If you have a game that you are dying to listen to or you're dying to test, please send it our direction so that way we could test it for you. Or if you're a game creator, you could send us your game to test and we'd be happy to give you some feedback on that. Finally, we want to thank our patrons over the land of Patreon, Brad, Jules, and Steven. You are the hot water to our tea bags. Without you, we'd just be a bunch of sad sacks sitting and bobbing in mugs. I know I said that the last thing we're doing was thanking our patrons over the land of Patreon, but as you know, we want to continue to encourage you to do the good things that you can during this pandemic, getting your information from the World Health Organization and listening to them, doing things like social distancing still, doing things like washing your hands still, doing things like coughing into your sleeve still. There are a lot of conspiracy theories and a lot of people saying that this isn't true, but guys, exponential growth is real, and COVID-19 is a real thing. And don't just think about yourself, think about the other people that you're doing this for. There are a lot of people who have compromised immune systems for being older, for having pre-existing conditions like heart conditions or lung conditions. Think about them. Don't be a greedy person. I know it sounds really aggressive to say that, but stop being selfish and thinking about the things that you're giving up. You could potentially really affect somebody's life if you infect them. So think about the other people that you're helping out by not going out, by listening to the experts. And please listen to the experts, not idiots. That's all I have. Let's get to the episode.
High Flight by John Gillespie McGee. Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the wind-swept heights with easy grace, where never lark or ever eagle flew. And, while with silent, lifting mind I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of The Role-Playing Guys. We are in episode 3 of this exciting game called Flying Circus. I am Nick, the GM for the Flying Circus portion of the season, and with me is Rebecca playing the Skyborn Indira.
Hey, everyone.
And then we have Tyler playing the soldier Wolfgang.
That's me.
And finally, Spencer playing the worker Oscar.
The sky's the limit.
Oh, that's is this Pokemon?
No, that was off the noggin.
That's right off the noggin there.
Right off the noggy.
Right, so Tyler, would you like to explain to us what happened last time?
Okay, excuse me. All right, well. So, what happened last episode? We flew back to our airbase after causing some shenanigans in the city. We decided that we were going to bomb or attack the so-called dragon. So we took our 2 biplanes and the heavy bomber. And as we were flying towards the city, back to where we were attacked by the Red Baron and Snoopy, and I don't remember the last one.
So the other pilots were called Snoops and Charlie.
Snoops and Charlie. So we got in a brawl with them. There was a lot of looking at rules and trying to not blow it.
And we still did.
And we still blew it. But we had fun.
Actually, I do have an encouraging message from the writer. Like, because as you know, I contacted Erica for clarification on a certain rule. And anyway, so here's what she said. I thanked her for her help, and she said, "Awesome, yeah, it's a complex system, and it's okay it didn't go right at first, because once you get it, there's this great sense of, like, power as a player, as you realize how you can turn any number on your sheet into whatever other resource you need and start manipulating it." So, yeah, like using your speed, your altitude, your G forces, and everything else as resources. So, yeah. And I did also mention to her that I'm very certain that if we were able to give more time on this, we would certainly, like, some crazy cool stuff would certainly happen, especially in the air combat, because you could certainly do a lot with it. So anyway, yeah, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we ended off with like I wasn't sure like how we were doing with time, so I kind of had the Red Baron shout to Wolfgang saying, "Hey, perhaps you want to talk now?" And I believe Wolfgang was saying, no.
Up yours. That was the term.
Screw you!
And so...
Eat a Venus
I'm not retconning Red Baron saying that, because Red Baron said, did that and said, "Psych! Get him, Snoops!" And now you're going to take fire from Snoops before the beginning of the next round.
Wait. They all just unloaded on me last turn. So
They did.
They don't get another round of that. Putting that veto card down.
You paused to talk to him. Okay. Fair enough. This is about collaboration. Baron would, so the Red Baron would say, "Psych," and you see that Snoops is pretty much right on your tail, Wolfgang. And your other 2 companions can see that as well. So,
Wolfgang, are you going... You said that you turned a different direction to pull them off of us, right? So which way are you flying? Just to kind of visualize this in my cinematic brain.
Before this battle, you were flying in a north direction. Northerly direction.
North.
And they were approaching you from the south. So, if that helps at all.
So I would probably have veered to the left slightly, so I'd be northwest there.
Okay.
It's definitely for
what
a
does Patrick say?
wombo. West? I thought you meant west.
Okay, northeast. You said left.
So that's where I'd be going. They would be flying behind me to try to take me down.
Yeah,
because they're all turds. But yes, I guess I would have one of my crew members begin to fire their machine gun at them.
Okay.
Because they're kind of behind us, and we have those turrets in the back. So
that is true. All right.
Indira, do you want to go first?
Yeah, it's up to you guys. I'm
we're gonna have you 3 go in whatever
so.
order you want, as we have before, and we'll continue from there.
Sure.
And what do you want to do?
Well, if you'd stop scrolling so I could see the moves.
You got what?
I can't see what I can do.
I'm
Gaddy.
Here, let's I'm scrolling the window to try to find here's the reference thing.
I don't have it memorized yet, okay?
Yeah, none of us do. Okay.
What is wrong with you? It's been 2 weeks.
Okay, so alright, engage, contact, air patrol, fuel altitude adjustment, sorry. Pull up, overstrain, overspeed, boost, cool off, stall/spin, recover, bail out, that's a good move.
Go that one.
Go down.
Go down.
Collision.
Peace out.
Dogfight. That actually is a good move there. Chase. Open/take fire. Draw a bead. Evade danger/stunt.
Can I draw a bead and then...
And then open fire?
Yep.
Okay, so choose one on the list there.
You know you can.
I
What's she
will
gonna do?
measure my range.
Measure your range. Okay, so roll. It's 2d10. And you're gonna add hard to it.
No, it's calm.
Oh, calm instead of hard. Never mind. You're right.
There's a reason why I picked that
Sorry.
option and not the other one.
Yep. And who are you aiming for?
Snoopy.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Snoopy.
14. Okay,
Son
so
of a
shift the
gun.
effective range band to the right by 1. So instead of long, that's extreme range, which means you're going to do
Lethal damage.
so 1 hit of 2 damage. I think that.
So when does the additional stuff take effect?
So this is not a deflection shot. You could use the rapid fire move if you want because you have machine guns. That gives you advantage on the roll, but you spend 1 additional ammo. Oh, right. In addition, you roll 1d20 plus hit. So you got 2 hits. So roll 1d20 and add 2 to it.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, wow.
She did it.
On a 20 plus, the attack strikes a vital part. The target chooses which part.
Good.
All right, so Indira got a crit. Let's
Nice.
see which part of the airplane is going to go down.
All of it.
All of it, part of the plane, goes down.
Let's have the landing gear go down. Snoops was always the adventurous one anyway.
He's a noob.
But yeah, you do 2 damage to Snoops' plane.
An unmodified 20 always strikes a member of the crew, honey.
Ooh!
Ah, you got a natural 20.
Freaking ripped.
Where do you shoot him?
Wow.
Toodles.
And he's the only member of the crew on there.
Toodles.
Yeah, so the white helmeted goggled pilot kind of like slumps over and then the airplane starts going down. And so you hear Charlie shout, "Snoops! No! Bail out! What are you doing, man?" And yeah.
You killed
Snoopy.
What
Snoopy.
happens?
Bullseye.
Describe it.
Describe the death.
So yeah, it like
Watch him burn in his plane.
you guys don't you don't. It's too
I
far
want
to
this
see
gruesome.
if anyone had ejected or not. But you do see the plane explode and crash to the ground.
Freak.
Shoot the parachute.
Ooh, that.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
And now we move on to whoever is next in Team Spirit.
Oscar.
All right, turning to the west, I'm gonna use boost on my plane to catch up and close the distance. So I have a boost of 2, so that would bump me up to 17 to be able to catch up
All right.
and be a little bit closer. I think I increased the G-force, but I'm not sure exactly how much I increased that by
Let me
or
look at
what that does.
I think that's mostly like if you're turning.
Well, I have to turn to the west to be
yeah.
able to catch up and
When you open
follow
the
them.
throttle, add your plane's boost stat to your speed up to max speed. You can, let's see, if your speed is below your drop off, double your boost. If you're boosting a dive, add your then increase your engine RPM by 1. I don't see anything about G's there though.
Can we go above our max speed?
I
Yeah,
don't
you
think
can you can
Oh
overdrive
wait,
it.
if you boost in a dive, you can go above your max speed.
Are we above them? Would that be feasible to be able
I think
to...
you're about like you're
It seemed like we were the same level or so.
roughly the same level. Certainly not enough to justify a dive.
Dang it. And I can't override?
Like overdrive or something.
Overspeed. Overspeed is
When you
20.
increase your airspeed in excess of your engine's overspeed, then that engine gains 1 RPM plus 1 per 5 speed above overspeed. That happens automatically if you reach a certain speed.
I'm gonna hit the NOS on this and bump it up to 17. So I bumped up my RPM there. What does that do? Does that harm me in any way, or does it
Do some
just
sweet
increase my
speed.
potential for stall? Doesn't it?
I think it does somewhere, doesn't it?
Let me look.
I'm renting. It doesn't matter. I'm not going above my overspeed. I'm going above my max speed, but not my overspeed.
Then you're Gucci, brah.
The RPM gauge tracks stress on the engine, while the wear gauge tracks damage.
So I'm cool. I'm okay to do this,
the overspeed is the top speed the engine itself can handle before it breaks down.
If it's cool, then I'm gonna continue.
Just note that. I was just looking through the book with the radiator. If the radiator is destroyed, then RPM is converted straight to wear when the engine cools down.
Good thing I'm on their tail. I'm on the 6.
All right. If that is
Stand
Oscar, then we're
target.
going to move on to Wolfgang.
We'll do I not get...
Yeah, I think you get to do something, right? Don't you?
I guess I'm like... I'm in the dogfight, and since I boosted, I guess I would be engaged in chase. So that means that I assume that since my speed is faster than theirs, since they're going at 15 and now I'm going at 17...
Oh, true, yeah.
I'd decrease the range band to close.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you'd be in close range now.
Okay, and then next turn, I'm just going to unload on this mother. I'm just going to, throw a bunch of, green shells at him.
And who are you chasing? Red Baron or Charlie?
Oh, Charles. I'm taking out Chuck.
Okay.
That son of a gun.
All right. Wolfgang.
That'll teach Jim Schultz to write this comic.
It's one of my favorite comics. Come on.
I love this comic.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't really since I'm technically not really firing it. How does that work?
You mean fire? Oh, because you have a crew member who's firing. Well, you would still be the one doing the rolls and everything. You're barking commands at your crew members.
Okay, cool.
My understanding is you have control over the whole plane, and since these crew members are NPCs, you would control their actions in this case as well.
Gotcha. Okay. I am going to first draw a bead on the Red Baron, who is behind me. So I'm going to say... who did I have on my crew? Artyom is going to swivel the machine gun. Artyom's going to swivel the machine gun and put that bead right on the Baron. He's going to increase... let's see. I'm going to do a clustered shot.
Okay, so you're rolling another
crit
D20.
dice.
Yeah.
And then we're going to open fire on that scumbag. That dirty, dirty Baron. Not too good. It's about a 15.
15, okay. So shift the effective range band to the right by 1. So I believe were you at long range or close range?
I think he was right behind me because he did a
That's
ton
right.
of damage.
Yeah. So instead of close range, it's going to be long range.
Okay, and I'm going to roll my 2 crit dice here.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you take the higher of the 2.
Yeah. 20. It's a 20. Natural 20.
Wow.
Nice.
It was an 8 and a
Why,
20.
you guys? Okay.
Wait, what?
So I rolled 2 crit dice. One was an 8, and then the other was a 20. So I'm taking the 20.
Yeah, that strikes a member of the crew.
Oh, suck it, burn!
Aren't you supposed to roll d10s to shoot?
No, I hit already.
He did. That's to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
The D20 says is to see if you crit, basically.
Yes.
So that deals. First of all, that deals 4 damage to his plane. He gets you hit him right in the shoulder, and and then you see he seems to be having trouble, and his plane is losing altitude, and he decides to we'll get to his turn in a little bit.
Die? Yes. He should do
Okay. Before we go to the Baron and Charlie, I'm going to have each of you do fuel check. So what this means is, when you check your fuel, which is something that I enforce the GM, use up 1 fuel unit for each of the below since you last checked. If you've been flying under power, if you've flown a long distance, if you've engaged in combat, and if you've climbed more than 10 altitude.
So 2.
You lose 1 fuel unit for each of those for each of the below that you've checked.
So where do I?
So your fuel is, there should be a number I think your fuel would be 7 on a biplane.
Sabin. Yeah.
Wow, I got 16 on the bomber.
Yeah.
So now I'm down to 5?
Yeah. And so you're not quite at half fuel yet, but there you go.
I wish there was that box was divided into what your current level was and what your max level was.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That I just put a slash for mine.
You usually, I guess that might help to like actually have like the
so you can
number
fill
there,
up.
because you can also put a token on the tank thing, but that's only for full, half, no bombs, half fuel, and empty. So
I'm empty.
I'm dry.
okay.
me off, I'm dry.
So the Red Baron is going to he's going to bail out.
Yeah, what a noob.
Noob. Well, I mean, it's not like I would necessarily roll for this, but yeah. So he bails out his plane as his bright red plane comes crashing, and Charlie just kind of looks at you guys and looks down towards the Baron's parachute and looks at you guys and kind of shouts, guys, just whatever you're gonna do, like, please don't, like, guys, whatever you're going to do up there, please don't. The Tororu is a lot more important than people realize. Okay, bye. And he flies.
Look,
he
I can't
down.
hear you. You're in a plane and I'm in a plane that doesn't... The sound doesn't work.
He used a megaphone. I don't know. Yeah. The Tororu is too precious. You can't kill it or whatever. And he just kind of like flies down to where the Baron and Snoop's crashed. So there you go, guys.
We did it! We did it! Woo! We did it!
I give the Baron a double middle fingy as I fly above him, saying,
Yeah, guess what really sucks? It's you!
I mean, you know he can't really see or hear you at this point unless you want to fly down there to where he's landing.
Yes, that's what I do.
Really?
Drop a bomb on it.
Yeah, I drop a bomb on his plane. Can I do that?
You can do whatever you want.
You are so messed up.
Just kidding. I'm not doing that.
So
Spencer, what else is new though? Like of this group in general, right?
Wait, I'm not always this messed up. Come on now.
that just seemed to cross a line.
Just most of the time.
Just most of the time? Oh, come on, guys. That's not.
I have taken a stress since we engaged in combat. So,
and when you land, you're going to take another stress based on your plan as well. So, yeah.
Ah, dang it.
I hadn't
So-
even thought about stress.
I pull out my flare gun, the purple one, and I launch it off. And as we all know in Spirit Airlines, purple means we might want to talk about something, or we should reconvene.
I'm down with that.
We should probably land in the city of Leavenworth.
Leavenworth. All right.
So we'll have a powwow then.
I assume that's the closest.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you would land down there for your little meeting, and yeah, each of you are going to take stress according to your plane, which is in the lower left-hand corner.
Oh, dang it.
Wait, so it's always 2 stress?
Yeah, it's just 2. That's the stress. And so I don't know what it is for the bomber. Wait, hold on.
2 also.
Also 2. Yeah.
Man, I am at
I'm stressed quite a bit.
And
I am in the black.
and we fought humans, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You fought humans.
Dag nabbit.
Those dang
That's more
humans.
stress for Indira, I guess. All right, so you're in a, shall we say, rather a company meeting, so to speak.
This better be good.
Look, if the dog is... If Snoops is right, or Charles is right, we might not want to kill this thing. I don't know that we could handle it. I'm just stressed out. I'm just very annoyed that we're engaged in this and we're only getting $11. It just doesn't seem fair to me. And yes, I'm venting. I'm complaining about the pay. Wolfgang, you really screwed the pooch on this. I'm not sure that we're getting paid enough to do this. I don't know that we can do this.
Well, if you want, you can go talk to Mona again. You are much better with the people than me.
Indira.
Yes?
What are your thoughts on this? It feels like are we going to go through and try and kill a dragon?
Don't really care either way. We can always see what they're willing to pay us to not kill the dragon.
It seems like everybody else in this town is a bunch of cheapskates and dirtbags. They're not willing to pay the big bucks. They're only willing to cough up nuts. And I don't need to turn my head for that.
I'm gonna go find someone to annoy.
Okay. Just some random people in the town.
I'll go back to the inn, whatever.
Yeah, the tavern.
The tavern. And then I will sit there, order a drink, pay for it with a few nuts, pull out my bag of nuts, and start blatantly and happily munching on them in front of everyone.
So the pub keeper just kind of stares at you and says, Miss, can you not, please? Can you, no, stop.
And then tossing him in the air and catching him with my mouth.
Can you don't,
Can I
please?
help you with something?
Can you don't?
Yes, you can stop eating money. He tries to catch it.
Oh, the
Smack
number
him
of
away.
times I've been told that.
It's gonna be
Don't eat money.
roll keen. Roll plus keen.
Why keen?
Because that's like the quick and witty one stat.
Not great.
What'd you get?
Not good.
I'm sorry. I need a number.
7.
7. Okay. Yeah. He catches the nuts and said, "All right.
Oh, nuts.
I appreciate the business, but could you please just not here, all right?"
I will get up. I will kick him in the shin, and I will walk
There's
out.
a bar between you and the pub keeper.
Jump
Then
over
how
the
did
bar.
he get my nut?
He was reaching over.
I wasn't sitting at the bar.
I thought you
I was
were.
sitting at a table.
Okay, fine. You would. All right. You would. Yeah. Get a nice kick.
Yeah, I kick him in the shin, and then I strut out.
Oh, you show him.
And I do believe that is venting. And picking a fight with a local.
I'll
Not
allow
really.
it.
Okay, so that's 2, right?
Yeah, I guess that would be 2. So you'd get rid of 2 of your stress and gain 2 experience points. All right, Oscar, Wolfgang.
And I'll come back, but...
Wolfgang,
Oh, all of you are
what
back
are we
together.
doing?
That is a good question. Oscar, since you're the one that is complaining so much, what do you want to
I'm
do?
not complaining. I'm pointing this out. The fact
No,
that
it is
you're...
complaining. We have the mission.
It's
We
not
have the
complaining,
money.
it's griping.
We need to fly and we need to kill the dragon. We have the mission. We do not deviate from this mission.
According to who? That sounds dictatorial.
Exactly.
We don't need authoritarian governments. We never supported them in any locale.
Well, me and my crew are going to fly over the forest. We are going to bomb this dragon, this spirit, unless someone comes up and tells me otherwise.
Oy vey.
Do you want to go talk to this dragon?
I don't speak that language.
Well, you talk with your cats, so it's the same thing, yes?
No, not even close. Garfield and Lucifer know what's going on. Lucifer seems to know everything.
Well,
He tempts me.
he tells you. Oh.
Fine. If we're okay with it, we can go kill a dragon.
I mean, I'm okay with
I
it.
just don't want to die.
Well, we probably need to make some repairs to the ship.
My ship is fine.
I got some holes. Can I grab some walnuts to see if anyone's gonna fix my plane for me?
Well, aren't one of your crew members, are they engineers or mechanics? Couldn't they do it?
I don't have a specific role for each of them, but
They
I know
can be. They can be. Yeah.
I know 2 are observers because they work the turrets, but the other 2 we can have kind of whatever we want. So one can be an engineer and one can be a, I don't know, medic or something.
That costs Thaler to have them at each of those.
Woo-wee. Well, that is for Trent to figure out.
Carl. Never at any time have I given you someone in this adventure with... anyway.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, sweetie.
Anyway, yeah, I will say that your crew members can know enough about like quick repairs and things like that, and they could look at it and say they would need a few parts. They would need to buy some supplies in the town.
I guess at this point I'll come back looking a lot less stressed.
Okay.
And be like, "You two done talking yet? You
Why
two
don't
done yet?"
Why don't you complain with Indira?
I don't know. If he's complaining again, I'm out.
How about this? The repairs on your plane in supplies and labor would cost half a Thaler.
I don't even know how much money I got. I don't know.
Each of you should have gotten some starting Thaler. On your character sheet, in the lower right-hand corner, where it says other moves and notes, on the right-hand
I
side...
have 3 Thaler. Okay, cool. Dope. I do it.
Okay. So your people go out and your guards go out and try to secure the work and everything. What do you guys want to do in the meantime?
I do not know. We could go on a reconnaissance mission to... Oh, no, I'm French. We could go on a reconnaissance mission. We could go into the forest and see if we could maybe talk with or find...
We tried doing that. We tried going in there, and then it roared.
You flew over the forest. That is true. I don't believe you've walked in there.
Yeah,
Down to walk in the forest.
we could try walking
Indira
in
is
the
down to
forest.
walk in the forest?
Better than the ground powder town.
Fetas.
I'm going to refuel.
I can do that, right? Just... I'm full.
I can do that thing.
I declare it. So it is.
I
there should
declare it
be-
so.
Are there not costs for that too?
Repair costs don't cost anything as long as they're basic, but if they're a vital part, then they're $1 each.
Okay. So I'm making repairs and refuels and stuff total half a Thaler, because no vital parts of your airplanes have been damaged, but you did have some damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Then I'll just wait. I'll just wait.
All right. So yeah. So
I only get
a
$1.
couple a mechanic comes over. A local mechanic comes over and says, "Oh, looks like you've seen a bit of dogfighting, huh?" Well,
Oh, yeah. Can you fix this?
That is exactly what happened. This man is astute.
well, heard a local hero around these parts was out doing some dogfighting this afternoon, and this is while the mechanic is working.
The local hero.
What was their name?
I mean, not sure you've heard of him. Red Baron?
Oh, he's garbage.
Nope, never heard of him. What's he like?
Red Baron? Oh, he's delightful. I mean, he used to be a ruthless leader in the old world and everything, but once the wars ended, he just kind of, I don't know, he's kind of settled around here and kind of going around from town to town. I mean, he's a pilot, he's a free spirit, right? But whenever he finds an opportunity to help people, around, he always brings his trusty companions along and everything. I think their names were, Charles and Snippy, I don't
Slippy?
know, whatever.
Snoop?
Slippy?
But yeah, I heard they're out on a mission this afternoon, some sort of, I guess something in the forest is in danger of bombardment or something.
Well, it probably deserves it, right?
Deserves it. Well,
Yeah.
hearing my daughter talk about it, no, not at all, actually.
Who's your daughter?
Has she seen the thing in the forest?
Something tells me you've heard about local rumors, at least some of them.
Well, it's not like there's a whole lot to do around here.
Fair enough. Yeah, my daughter, her name is June. She's wandered into the forest a few times. She said she saw that really big tree out there. One time she got lost and was really, was crying and everything. And I was really worried too, don't get me wrong. But she said that a large furry friend helped her out and led her home. I didn't see anything. She just kind of showed up back at home that night, and I was relieved. But ever since then, anytime she even said she got some nuts from the creature. So, I thought, oh, that's exciting, a little bit more currency. She planted them, actually. They've been growing little by little.
Well, what use is that if they're in the ground?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But who was I to stop her,
I'm sorry to say, but it seems like your daughter is a little strange.
Some people have said that. However, I can see the sincerity in her eyes when she talks about it.
Did the creature speak with her?
She never said as much. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't.
Thanks.
Well,
Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, of course.
What was your name?
Vincent.
August.
August.
No, yeah, name is Vincent.
Augustus?
No, Vincent Howler.
Vincent Holler.
Well, thank you very much for filling us up.
Yeah, and so all this banter happened while he was doing these fixes and everything. He said, all right, you should be good to go now.
I'll pay him to do mine as well.
Oh, what?
I'll pay him to do mine as well.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're off to the forest.
Oscar.
Does Indira have second thoughts or something? Rebecca's making a face.
That's the Oscar, you're an idiot face.
Why? We have to bomb the tree.
If he doesn't want us to, he can pay us.
If he wants to play, how much was it? 12 $12?
Yeah, well, the going price is about $12 if you want us to do something for you.
Yeah,
sorry.
Actually,
I thought
last time I checked, when I was talking with
to him,
Carl, he wants us to charge at least 15 for any of our projects now.
That's true.
Sorry, were you talking? I thought Vincent. I thought Vincent had left. Were you talking to him, or were you talking with each other?
Each other.
Okay, cool, great.
And Jira's giving us the dumb look of, you guys are idiots for bombing this tree dragon. But she's not saying anything, so we don't know what's in her brain.
I don't think taking out this tree may be the best idea.
Why not? We're getting paid.
You're getting paid a lot. So you're getting a lot of money.
I have my own debts to settle, and if they want us not to do it, they should pay us. But as far as I'm concerned, if you're good at your job, you don't do it for free.
Fair enough. You ready?
Yeah.
Where's Richard? Where's little Richard to start our planes?
Well, you have 2 crew members from Wolfgang, so they can help with that.
Yeah,
Are we just gonna leave him though?
Well, no.
They can hop in after the plane starts.
My plane is so slow. They could probably
when the plane starts, when the engine starts, it doesn't go immediately.
It
so
just blasts
That's
off.
true. That's true.
All right, so are we doing the contact move?
Contact!
So we really are okay with going and bombing the crap out of this thing? despite this sob story? I'm fine with it.
I'm
it.
staying out of this. I'll go. I will hang back and cover you, and you all have fun.
I am sensing a bit of frustration with Indira. What do you want us to do?
I just have a bad feeling about this, but if you guys want to go ahead, we'll go ahead. I mean, it's what we're getting paid for.
All right, let's go.
Contact! What do you mean you have a bad feeling? What does that mean?
It means I have a bad feeling about this.
Can you elaborate?
I think about doing this, and it doesn't feel good. My stomach
What about it feels
twists
wrong?
itself
Like
up
you
and
think we might
something
die
feels
or it's
wrong.
morally incorrect?
Well, we need to pay for the planes.
Like I said, we're getting paid for it, so go ahead. I have a bad feeling,
Like it's morally incorrect what we're doing?
or like
we
it may
might
not
die?
turn out the way we expect it to.
That is quite possible.
Out of character, I don't want to kill Totoro.
Out of character, I do.
Out of character, I'm going to bomb Totoro.
Oh gosh.
Like, for me, out of character, I don't see incentive as of now
Yes.
to not.
No,
Because nobody else in the city is paying us anything. I mean, we can go around trying to panhandle and say, if you don't want us to kill it and hold the town ransom,
Let's start a GoFundMe.
that's one way of doing it.
We're going to start a petition to not kill Totoro.
But, I mean, as of right now, there's no reason for us not to kill it, except for it might damage the company's reputation. But again, most people in the town seemed indifferent to it when we asked around the bar.
Well, then
And that might not be the best place to ask people. Who knows what level of inebriation they were at, but still.
well, and to be fair, we are mercenaries, and we don't want a reputation for going soft.
Yes.
Because other people won't hire us.
That was the other thing I was
That's
thinking
true.
was we got paid to do a mission. If we back out of the said mission, then no one will hire us in the future because we're not man enough or woman enough or whatever company enough to finish the job, you know? So
No, I just feel like Indira is probably the kind of person who has, like, a little more open to belief about things and is just has a bad, like, something may go wrong on this. Not necessarily as saying we shouldn't do it, but just something doesn't feel right about this. But we're going to do it.
Yeah, and I think it is kind of funny that nobody is actually willing to talk about this in character voice because it kind of shows, like, the whole idea of, like, when you're in those weird situations when you're like, I don't want the other person to think this about me, so I'm not going to tell them.
well, my character would do the mission. He's a soldier, and it makes sense for him just to go and do it. So I believe that we must finish the mission and maintain the reputation of the company. And
Kill the beast!
Yeah, fair enough.
kill the beast!
Kill the beast!
Oh
I mean,
gosh.
it's a land thing, so whatever. Now, if it were an
Bring your
air
courage
thing,
to the
we
sticking
would
post.
we'd be having a different conversation. But
So you're saying if there was like Haku the Sky Dragon,
yes,
that would be a problem.
that would be a problem. If it was an air creature, we might have problems. But it's a land thing, and I don't really get that anyways. So let's go for it.
You do not like the land creatures, so it's
Right.
all good.
So,
Alright, let's go.
your assistants
Maybe we
say
can pick up some napalm while we're here. Get
Your
rid of the
assistants-
rest of this.
your assistants say contact.
Switch on!
Switch on!
Switch on.
Okay, great. You guys choose your altitude and your speed, and your RPMs are at 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this
Let's
is
go at 13.
this is the life. Do you want to do 13?
For speed,
That's
yeah.
my max speed, so heck yeah.
That's your max speed?
Or a bomber, I guess. Alright.
Okay. 12. Altitude 13.
I can't go fast. I'm sorry, guys. That's just how it is.
All right.
It is just a flying turtle. It really is just.
So you fly out over the forest, and once again you see the giant, like the disproportionately giant tree sticking out from the rest of the canopy, and you can position yourself. Volcan can position the bomber so that it's directly above.
Yes.
I
That
want to
is what
cover, though.
I am doing.
Yeah, I agree with Indira. I'll use the oversee move or Overwatch move.
Okay. And what does Wolfgang do?
He's going to start bombing that guy.
Just like unload, basically.
Oh, yeah. Everything we got.
All right. You see and hear all kinds of explosions. There are 15 bombs, I believe, on the bomber. You unload all of them?
Half.
Half.
Let's
Okay,
do
so
half.
7.
So I have some just in case we miss.
All right.
Unless I can really tell where it is and just like it's
You can't. You only see the tree. However, just as you guys are flying around and kind of like to and around it, I want each of you to roll plus keen.
Dang it.
Plus keen. I got a 12.
I got a 9.
What's the Indira get?
8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wolfgang can kind of see some sort of like little like gray and white creature like kind of somewhere in the top of the tree. And then they seem lost in the explosions. Whether you've killed it or not, you're not entirely sure. But you do know that you sent rounds all around it. As you kind of fly away, Wolfgang is not sure if maybe it's out of the corner of his eye or if it's an illusion or what. But he feels like he sees something bouncing farther north, away from the tree and up into the mountains of the north.
It's running away.
Are you gonna?
It's running away. I pull out my megaphone.
Pursue!
But you do know that you've thoroughly demolished and destroyed the tree itself, the actual large giant tree.
Well, I blew up a tree, guys. This is great. Let's head home. We got him.
I've sent you guys an image of what the creature kind of looked like.
This is what was sitting in the tree?
Yeah.
Knew it.
Yes, I did it.
For those of you listening at home, yes, if you couldn't tell, I did base this off of Tortoro. Tororu is a name of I think it's like a troll creature, and some speculate that it's like the inspiration behind Tortoro, kind of. So, anyway. But, you guys fly back over, right? Are you just flying straight back to headquarters?
No, we gotta go get paid.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay, so you're landing in Leavenworth then?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Here's where it comes in. We're gonna get a bunch of angry voicemails on our message machine.
Do you want to land near a town, a village that's so close to the explosions?
Nope.
No, I don't feel any remorse for it.
Well, I mean, we're doing a job.
Yeah.
We are going to get some money. Now, if we get screwed, then I will feel a little bad.
All right, so you guys land your planes over there, and you kind of see a lot of people just kind of running around and seeming kind of like some people seem a bit frightened. Other people just seem to kind of just like stay at home, and others seem like maybe less worried. I don't know. There's not total panic, but it's kind of, it feels like it was kind of getting there. If there were another explosion out in the forest, there would be widespread panic. But you guys go to Princess Nuke's house, or Mona. Rebecca's just getting the joke now, the reference now. Excellent. She answers and said, "Come in quickly."
Hello? We haven't met. My name is Oscar.
Hello. You are part of the Flying Circus Spirit as well?
Yes. Yes, indeed I am.
Excellent. Well,
I'm sure you saw our work.
and heard it, yes. The tree is destroyed. And whatever
Most definitely.
whatever foul sources and beast was in there, if it's not destroyed for some strange reason, it would be gone and fled from this place. I'm satisfied with that. Here is a payment as promised, and she places a stack of golden, coaster-sized thaler in front of you.
I'm only counting 9. We were promised 12.
I believe she promised 11, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
but
so it was 11.
Oscar has slipped 2 into his coat.
Nice.
So in that case, we're going to have you roll plus keen for that one. Or roll plus daring, if you wish.
No, plus keen. I'm a -4 on daring.
Oh boy. What'd you get?
That's a natural 20 plus 3.
Yes!
So
Wait, 2 tens.
Mona looks at it and says, that is strange. She takes out 2 more thaler and puts it on the pile, making it 11.
Man.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful doing business with you.
Of course. Oh, also, can you please hand this note to, what was his name?
Trent.
To
Carl.
boss.
Trent?
Carl, yes. Wait, Trent?
Yes, he goes
No,
by
no,
Trent.
no, sorry, no, Carl.
Wolfgang is also kind of our boss, too, in a way.
Business and administrative one, if you please.
I
I
opened the
see.
letter. What does it say?
No, she don't open, she said hand it to, you're opening it in front of her?
Yes.
You're such a dingus.
Why do I want to
She tries to snatch it from you. That's only for to Carl. It's only to Carl.
Is it a personal note?
It's just, you could say that, yes.
Well,
You are not to read it.
I will not.
All right.
I will not read it then. But I will
Thank you.
read it.
Well, you'd better go from this place. If you stay here for too long, the local Leavenworthians may,
Why are they freaking out about this? When we asked, they didn't care, but now they're all up in arms.
How would
Why
you
does this
feel?
matter?
Let's see. If you look like a worker, perhaps a farmer or a worker in a factory somewhere, how would you feel
Indeed I
if an explosion happened less about a kilometer or so away from where you lived or worked?
Well, did it frighten the cats? Or is it just
It would certainly frighten cats. What are you talking about?
Lucifer and Garfield are incredibly calm animals? I assume that it's from
I
all the
listen, I
marijuana
have
that
no
they
time for
smoke.
this. Just head out, please.
I'm out.
Yeah, we'll
I head
leave.
out.
All right. Are you guys getting back in your planes and going back?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm out of here.
Right.
I'm totally reading that letter.
So first of all, contact.
Switch on!
All right, you guys go off. So Wolfgang is actually going to read the letter.
Yes, I am going to read the letter.
Okay.
You know that Trent is a bad guy.
I know.
Called it.
I know he's evil.
Basically, so it's between Princess Mona Nuke and someone else, and I'll tell you in a little bit. But yeah, the letter kind of talks about how if you're receiving this, then the deed is done. You may take the machine and you may order the machine to rest in the designated area. And I look forward to doing further business with you. And it is addressed to Trent Carlson.
I know it. He is evil. He works for the Austrians.
Actually, Wolfgang would recognize the name Trent Carlson as a high-ranking member of the Austrian Empire.
Oh, you know things are going to go down when we get back to base.
Okay. So again, the forest makes way for rolling hills and plains as you fly south, and you arrive back at the hangar. It is twilight now.
I'm going to gather everyone together. Once we get off the planes, I'm going to show them the open letter and drop the news. Now I know she says not to read the letter, but I am a very paranoid man.
You?
What?
Really?
No way.
I wouldn't have guessed that. The fact that your hair is all gone. The fact that you've got wrinkles, so many wrinkles.
This is not the time, Oscar, to talk about my hygiene. This letter is saying that we have done something for a very bad group of people. We have...
Are they taking our money?
Yes. Trent is an Ostian leader, and they are not the good people.
Well,
Okay.
trust you and I don't trust him, so...
I'm just saying, he paid her to kill the dragon so they could move the machine to where it was. I don't know what they're doing, but they are very evil.
What machine?
I
What
bet
does
it's
it
the
matter?
one we
What if
saw.
I think so. I think Inzira is right.
I didn't hear you. I was trying to talk over you. That's my bad. I admit that I am terrible at conversation, and I did it again. Please continue. Or was that the third time and I did it
Will
again?
you shut up for a moment? Let me speak.
I'm trying.
And Indira puts her hand over
Oscar's
mouth. It's like, I bet it's the one we saw earlier.
Exactly. I think so also.
But what does it do?
Nothing good. Ah, exactly.
Jinx.
You owe me
why
both a
don't we
soda.
go? Well, you have half your bombs left, right? Why don't we go just bomb the crap out of it now?
Do you want to bomb Trent?
No, why would we bomb Trent? He still signs my paychecks and he still has to reimburse me.
Oscar, Trent is this evil person.
But he owes me money.
Yes, but I own the business too, so I pay you also.
Wouldn't it be easier to just kill him without the bombs?
Yes, but it's cooler.
But why don't we destroy the machine? Why don't we go and bomb the machine?
Oh, I'm fine with that too.
We don't even have to talk to Trent. Then we could deliver this letter. Win-win. We don't piss anyone off. He said that we could do it.
That's true. All right. Well,
Then we could get reimbursed again. In a way, we're kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul, but, money's money.
fine. We'll go get some money from Carl. We will kill him, and then we will go bomb the robot.
Why are we killing him? I don't see. Why?
I show him the letter. I let him read it if he would like. Now.
Oh, we could just ignore the letter and not give it to him, since you already read it.
Yes, but...
Then he'll never know.
That's true too. That's a good idea. That is why you get paid the big bucks, Carl. Oh, not Carl, Oscar.
And Oscar rips off the mask. I'm Carl!
Well done, Spencer. You played your part. No.
No!
It worked.
You tricked us all along, Oscar. You traitor.
So what are we doing? Are we
while
going to
you're
bomb it?
While
Or
you're
are we
bantering, Carl starts coming out, and you kind of hear him saying, "Not sure what you're all doing and talking out here, but I assume you came back because the mission was successful."
Oh yeah, most successful indeed.
Good. And you've obtained payment from Princess Mona Nuke?
Yeah, she only gave us 7, that hack.
I don't think she did. She is an honest businesswoman. I know for a fact she would give you 11. She would not swindle me. She would not swindle you.
Believe what you want.
Well, he got you.
Was there anything that Mona gave to you to deliver to me?
While he's coming,
I look at Indira.
while he's doing this, I have an ability called Last Mistake.
Oh dear.
Okay, when you're suspicious of somebody and you keep your eye on them, you get 1 stress and 1 hold. If they try to hurt you or your friend, spend that hold to kill them on the spot.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. That's such a, you've activated my trap card move.
Yes. I'm watching him.
That's like a no you or Uno reverse
I have an
card.
Uno reverse card ready on hand for when he does any shenanigans.
Well,
I have
surely there's...
my rifle with me. I'm eyeing him suspiciously. I hand him the letter, and I say, now, Carl, you have something to explain. Mostly to me. Oscar does not care, and Dira, she doesn't care about anything on the ground. But you and me, we have something to talk about.
You opened the letter.
Oh, well, of course.
Like you didn't see this coming?
You have trusted me up to this point, and I have trusted you up to this point. Why would you break this breach of trust now?
Because
to open a letter that did not belong to you.
Because you are an Austrian pig.
You did not. Have you been working with me under that assumption the entire time?
No, but now I'm not very happy with you.
What actions have I done that support this notion you have?
Well, you're a very bad person.
Very bad person.
Your people
I helped you set up
bombed
this
civilians.
flying circus.
You killed hundreds of thousands of people in the war, including my family and my friends. Countless of my friends. And you think that I would just forget all of this?
I would think that you would eventually see my side of the story, see my sacrifices, and the ideals that I uphold and believe are for the betterment of all.
No, please, explain this letter then.
Yes.
Have you walked into the forest itself?
No.
You may have caught a glimpse of the dragon, the Tororu. That is but an example of a powerful Fey creature. What do you know of the Fey? Any of you?
Nothing.
I expected that.
Isn't that a land thing?
Perhaps. Wolfgang, what do you know of the Fey?
I know they keep to themselves in the forest.
Not for long. The Fae, they always want something. They always take. They never give unless they take more than what they give. Their power in the northern forest was growing. The Tororu was evidence of this.
What do they take exactly?
They use their powers to hold dominion over humankind. Surely you've seen some evidence. Maybe you haven't seen it. The Fae are dangerous. If we don't do anything, they will poison this land with their magic, their strange ways.
Someone sounds a little racist to me.
The Austrians. Perfect example of the Austrians.
We are only doing what is best for mankind. All right? Putting the machine there in the center of the forest will certainly drive the Fae away, but that's... If only I could make you see, Wolfgang, the power that the Fae hold. So many of the stories you've heard are true, and more. They're much worse than that. They've turned people into animals.
Why?
They've made slaves of people because they take people, ask them for gifts, and they take more than what they give.
And do people know this going in to asking for a gift?
No, usually not. The Fae are so cunning and alluring, beguiling. Their creatures are so strange and magnificent. If we don't do something, then I perish the thought of what could possibly happen under Fey rule. These are preemptive strikes, Wolfgang. I know the Austrian Empire will never become its former glory. There's too much independence in this land for that. But we can show that we have enough power to hold dominion over this land. At least enough dominion to keep the Fae at bay. What say you to that, my friend?
I don't know. I say this, that my people fought and they died to hold you back, you monsters. You wanted to make us all the same. You wanted to destroy our cultures, our values. And now I will not let you do the same. Even in the Fae are maybe manipulative and bad. But so are humans. The humans are bad too. They encroach on the forest.
If only you knew the powers that those Fae creatures have, you would understand. Trust me, you would. Wolfgang, if you want to leave Spirit, you can. Oscar and Indira can stay here and work for the cause. You know that we pay handsomely. A lifetime in the skies for the cause of man, of woman, of child.
Considering Wolfgang's the only one here I trust, he walks, I walk.
What? What about you, Oscar?
Well, you're gonna have to definitely up the pay. I mean, you're gonna have to provide better health care to your workers. It's a bit of a joke. The co-payments alone will bankrupt you.
You're talking about the great... well, at least someone understands that money and logic talks.
Both of you have a point. In one way, you're doing the exact same thing that the Fae are doing. You're just doing it with the label of human.
Yes.
You're tricking us into doing what you wanted. Isn't that what the Fae, or you're accusing the Fae of doing?
Exactly.
What tricks have I done? There was a
you
legitimate
hired somebody
threat out
else.
there.
You hired somebody to give us a job without disclosing the actual person who was giving us the job, because you knew that if Wolfgang knew that you were part of the Austrian Empire to begin with, he wouldn't have taken this job to begin with. And we wouldn't inform Spirit. Sorry. So there's
Spiffit
that.
was Wolfgang's idea, by the way. I made it better.
No,
well,
I think you ruined a wonderful thing.
Yeah, you've definitely ruined this whole thing, being an Austrian
right.
dog.
Wolfgang, it sounds like you and I will need to have a more discussion in our office. Oscar and Indira, you are dismissed for now. Wolfgang,
I don't listen to you. I listen to him.
Go check out your planes. I'll be right back.
All right.
I pull out my pipe and start smoking. That is a familiar vice. What?
All right. So Wolfgang and Trent Carlson go into the office, and he closes the door and says, "All right."
I aim my gun at him. Wow. That gives me less stress also, by the way.
That didn't take any time.
Beat me to the punch, I see.
Yes, I know how this works.
Can I be standing outside, immediately outside that door, though?
Sure. There aren't any windows in the office, though.
No, I know, but okay. I am standing outside that door and ready.
Okay. We can talk about this. We can talk about everything.
You could say everything you want in the whole world. But I will not agree
Nothing I say will convince you, will it?
No.
All right. Shall we have a more fair fight then? Put down your gun and...
No. You know how the war was. You take every advantage you have. Are you that dumb, Trent? This is why you are not the soldier. You are the accountant or the pusher of the money.
Yes. I'd be very curious to know how you're going to manage this company on your own. You don't know anything about business, or talking to people, or making deals.
Well, Oscar is very smart and he's good with the words.
Oscar, what? Don't make. You've made me laugh. That was a good joke. See if this place doesn't just run itself to the ground under your leadership. You need me. I don't need you as much, but you need me more to keep Spirit up and running.
I shoot him.
I'm assuming you're using your hold or whatever?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So a loud bang reverberates through the hangar from behind the office door.
I'm opening the door, going in, and be like, oh good, you killed him. Oh good, you killed him. If you didn't, I was going to. So.
Well, he was good with the words, but we need to fix this mess we've made and bomb that robotic beast into oblivion.
It's a ground pad, I think it should be fun.
And I leave with the smoking rifle trailing behind me as Trent's corpse rots in the office.
All right.
Is there not like an outside facing window we could dump him out of?
This was intense episode.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of all I have. We've been going for about an hour and 15 minutes anyway, so I think we can conclude our... I mean, unless you want to.
Wait, we gotta get Oscar's reaction. He heard
Sorry,
the gunshot
go ahead.
too.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hearing the gunshot, Oscar, it startles him, so he drops his pipe and picks it up, just swearing to himself, stuffs the tobacco back in, because he's too cheap to waste it. And he makes his way back over there, and he sees Wolfgang with the rifle over his shoulder and then dragging Trent out with the other hand. And he just goes, oh, I guess that kind of resolved itself.
Now, Oscar, I
guess I don't have to decide between the two of them.
There's a new position, Oscar. There is a position of financial manager.
I don't know that I can do that. I was actually, truth be told, I was fired from my job for embezzlement.
Never mind. But there is a pay raise for all of us because now we are on our own.
How about I'll handle the money and he handles the people?
Yes, that is a good idea. You see how good I am with the people.
It seems like it's your way or a bullet in the head.
That's true. But we need to fix this.
So, are you guys fine with kind of like fast forwarding and saying that you find the behemoth of a machine and unload the remaining 8 bombs on top of it?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, give us a nice narrative visual of it.
All right, so once again we have Wolfgang flying the bomber. We have the 2 winged people in their biplanes flying out. As you fly north and you're kind of looking around, you didn't know exactly where it was, but on the edge of the forest, on the east side, near the east shore, there was that machine, that large humanoid machine, honestly about as large as Howl's Moving Castle. It just lumbered along. You fly over it, and without any discussion or any hesitation, Wolfgang unloads the other half of his payload. And you see it just kind of like the twilight sky is further accentuated by the orange and red explosions, and the machine falls apart into pieces. And you fly away with both the light of the setting sun and the light of the burning wreckage behind you.
And I find beauty.
Use the move Find Beauty. So there you go. I believe that will conclude our adventure in Flying Circus.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah, I used that ability I wanted to use.
They kill someone.
Gosh dang it.
What is it, Filson?
Well, Tommy, I just got done listening to the Role Playing Guys podcast.
And?
It was painfully informative. All they do is talk about games I've never heard of.
What do you mean?
Well, every season they take a new TTRPG and they playtest it. Like I just listened to the season where they play Corporea.
Oh, you mean the awesome cyberpunk game set in the corporate-controlled future?
Yeah, that's the one. And they also played this game called Numenera.
That's the one about the post-apocalyptic future where a ton of knowledge has been lost, but ancient technology is being found, right?
Yes, and Wrath and Glory. Have you ever heard of that?
Of course, I love Warhammer 40k.
Jeez, you sure know a lot of these games.
I sure do, but I haven't had the time, and my adventuring party hates testing out new games.
I guess you might like the show. All I know is I'm tired of learning all these new games.
Thanks, I'll have to check them out.
If Tommy sounds like you, a passionate game lover looking for the next game to try out, you are sure to love the Role Playing Guys podcast. Every week they come out with a new episode, and every season it's a new game. They test out new games so you don't have to. If you sound more like Filson, stay as far away from this podcast as possible. You might inadvertently come across a new game that you'll love and you'll have to learn all about it. The Role Playing Guys is a Necropodicon show.
Necropodicon. Hard to pronounce, easy to listen.
Dun, da, 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 da.